Coming up in this video, I talk about lenses, the nifty 50 in fact. I also better an image that I take, and not forgetting drone footage. Hello and welcome to another video. Today we are at Randolph's Leap, and the autumn colors, they're just wow. There's so much orange, it's unbelievable. So I've just arrived, a little bit of a drive up here. My last video you will have seen that we were at Findhorn Beach and Craigallachie Bridge, so that was a nice experience. And yeah, just getting back into doing vlogging again, photography and stuff, because it's been a little bit of time since I've done it. So yeah, I've come across, I'm walking down the path just beside the river, and I've come across this composition. Now the sun is coming out from behind the clouds, and it's creating a little bit of a glow on the left side of this image. So I've set the tripod up, popped the camera on. I've got it set up at f8, and that's giving me 1/4 of a second. So every now and again there's a little bit of wind and it kind of blows some leaves off the trees, and they are falling off quite quickly. So within a few weeks or so, there's probably not going to be much leaves left on the trees. So I'm just going to frame it up, nothing too fancy, with 2 trees, one in the middle, and this sort of path leading you through the image there. I'm going to take that image and yeah, let you have a look. I have the camera set up, and for my first shot here I'm going to try a few lenses. I want to try my 70 to 300mm telephoto lens, just to kind of get a little bit more of the river and some of the trees and things in the composition. Just see what I can do, just get a different focal length basically. Got my 18 to 55mm lens on the camera at the moment, and I'm just going to frame up the river, the trees in the background, and try and go for a rather semi-long kind of exposure, just to see how we get on with that. So yeah, at the viewpoint, Findhorn River, trees in the background. So I tried a landscape image for that one, and I'll already have posted it up to let you see. Now I'm going to go portrait, because in the foreground there's a series of rocks. So I want to kind of include them in the foreground and have the river as a leading line through the image and the trees in the background. Now I want to go for a slow-ish kind of shutter speed, so I can kind of get a little bit of movement in the water. But I've also got my circular polarizer on the front of the camera as well, just to kind of cut a little bit of the glare off of the water, but not too much, just so it's still got a little bit of texture almost to it. So let's try this one, portrait. Maybe do a few, maybe try also bracketing my exposures as well. And if I do decide to do that, I will put up the settings as well for you. Okay, so I've come a little bit further down the trail, and I've positioned the tripod on the edge. I've come down the stairs just in the background that you might see there somewhere. I've come down those stairs just so I can get a little bit of a lower vantage point. Now I positioned the camera very precariously on the edge of these rocks. I'm kind of sitting back a little bit just so I'm not as close to the edge, and yeah, don't really want to fall in because it would be wet. Yeah, so I've got the camera set up here, and I'm going to try and take a shot with this heather. It's kind of discolored a little bit, but it adds a little bit of interest into the image. I'm going to try and take this. The sky's a little bit bright above the trees, so I'm going to see if I can try and crop it in a little bit so I don't have that much tree in the image. But I'm going to give that a shot. Got my long lens on. No, I don't. Got my wide angle lens on. The long lens is going to go on after I've taken this shot, just so I can see, play around with some compositions and see what stands out a little bit. It's very difficult. There's so much to photograph. I just don't know what I want to photograph first. So, a little bit of wind. Yeah, it's not my friend right now. But yeah, I'm going to try, take this shot. We'll see how we get on.
So this was the first image that I captured. I wasn't quite sure the way that it was composed, with the heather in the foreground and the waterfalls, just the way that it kind of fell through the image. However, this next one, 10-stop ND filter, smoothed out that water, lots of contrast in the image, and I just feel that it brings the trees out, and that colour, it just speaks for itself. This is Scotland.
Oh man, all this walking. Definitely getting my steps in, that's for sure. So this one, I'm not actually sure how it's going to work. I'm going to try it with my 18-55mm lens, and I'm going to use the path as my leading line through the image. I've got the tripod reasonably low at the minute. I'm actually kneeling on the ground just so I can see the screen and everything. Yeah, I'm not really sure how this is going to work. I'm going to try it with the 18-55, and I'm going to try it with a telephoto lens as well. Just see if I can compress the background a little bit. Seems to be that telephoto lenses for me at the minute are actually my favourite. Not sure why, but a lot of my images at the moment seem to be with a telephoto lens. I'll try the 18-55mm lens first. The circular polarizer just to take any glare and things off of the leaves and the trees. And I'm going to try bracketing my exposure as well, just to take back some of those highlights, because the trees might be a little bit blown out. Just kind of having a look around just before it starts to get very dark. I kind of want to do a macro image of some leaves and stuff. Yeah, I kind of want to do a macro image of some leaves. So I'm going to see if I can find something while navigating through this forest. Something that catches my eye. I'm not really sure why I haven't found anything yet. But yeah, and see if I can find something that catches my eye, see if we can do a macro shot. Definitely getting my steps up today, that's for sure. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure what I want to shoot. I'm going to have a look around and see if there's any chance for a macro shot of something. Let's have a look. Okay, so nifty 50. The little nifty 50. I've got it out. So we're going to try this. I've come across a tree with very, very, very orange leaves, orangey browny kind of leaves. So I want to try a shot with this. Yeah, so yeah, this might actually work. And I'll pop it on the camera, see what happens.
Rather than a single image for this, I felt it worked better to include 3 photos together. It just tells a little bit more of a story, and it works quite well together, I think, anyway.
I was like, nifty 50, leaves, so many leaves here, how can it be very difficult to photograph?
Are you ready to play word frequency counter? Word of the day is tripod. Have a guess. How many times do you think it's used in the next clip? Did you get it right? Let's find out.
Walking around for about 10 minutes looking for something, had the camera off the tripod, on the tripod. So it's always best to take the camera off of your tripod if it's on the tripod. Try and frame up your shot. See which one you like best, and then get your tripod out. That way you're not faffing about with your tripod trying to get in the position, and then if it's not in the right position you have to move it again. So it's something that I've learned recently from watching other people on YouTube as well, because before it was always just leave your camera on the tripod, move the tripod about, get the image. So it's, yeah, just camera off tripod, try and frame up your shot, and then if you need to, put it on the tripod after that. I would say I am quite guilty for doing that, because I do that sometimes, and it's actually more hassle than it's worth. Yeah, nifty 50. Leave on the forest floor here, some pine cones off the trees. Yeah, it looks good.
Did you get it right? Leave a comment with the number you guessed below.
I actually think I've managed to top that last image that I got with the leaves. I've come across a little area of moss and lichen and stuff like that, leaves falling off the tree in amongst the heathers, and I've actually come across these two, I think they're oak leaves, but they're upside down and they've got water on top of them. So yeah, I framed this one up. This is actually probably a better one than the last one that you'll have just seen. So I framed this one up and taken the shot. Packing up, and I noticed that there was some leaves and everything on this mossy rocks, and I scrambled down a little bit that you see behind me just here. I scrambled down just to get this shot. So I framed up the composition. I've got the rocks with the leaves in the foreground, mossy green rocks, the orange trees in the background. We're going for a shutter speed of f11, wide angle lens, circular polarizer, good stuff. If you liked any of the images through this video, please pop a comment into the comments section and let me know. It helps me to improve my photography, and it helps me to understand what you guys want to see when you watch my videos. So, from Randolph's Leap, I'd like to say thank you very much for watching this video. Hopefully it didn't keep you too long. Hopefully it's not too boring either. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one. Bye for now. Oh yeah, so if you liked this video, hit the like button, and also if you want to be notified when I upload videos in the future, just hit that subscribe button and the bell icon. That's it this time. Bye for now.